This Ravens defense, it's getting to the point where I don't know you should be well, maybe you should be talking about it this early, especially when you're the Ravens and you have your caliber team that you have over there. It's getting to the point where discussion needs to come up to where you have to fire Harburg and the defensive coordinator on this team. It's just point blank blatant at this point.
Yeah.
You have a defense with the caliber of players you have on, and you're letting the Texans put up 44 points against you.
To be fair, their defense was injured this week. A majority of their starters. A lot of their starters were injured. They had a lot of inactives.
You still have Kyle Hamilton.
He was injured.
You still
he was out. So was Roquan. Roquan Smith also out.
That defense is still one of the better defenses in the league when you look at player caliber.
Yeah, 100%. But not when their starters are out. But even with their starters in, besides this game, they've still been bad. I understand the point. I get the point. I'm just saying this game they were injured. They were listed as inactive.
It doesn't matter. It's still the Texans that have been struggling, and you allowed them to possibly gain the momentum they needed to turn their season around.
Yeah. No, that was
bad. Going almost going for 250 with 4 touchdowns on a Ravens defense. That's unacceptable.
Nearly perfection when it comes to throwing the ball. 4 incompletions total. 4 incompletions. 23 for 27. 244 yards. And then 143.9 passer rating. Damn near perfect.
To be fair, do I like the fact that they put Derrick Henry at second string? Yeah, absolutely. He's struggling right now. You have to do what you have to do. You have to move him down. And make him find his make him get out of his slump. You can't start him when he already fumbled 4 weeks in a row.
Was he second string? He had the most rushes that game. Was he second string?
I believe what's his name was starting, got the starting role over him.
Keaton Mitchell?
Yeah.
He only had 3 rushes.
Unless he had the starting role. That's what I saw all week going up to it. Even you put it in the NFL news.
Yeah, well, I think he was coming in. I don't know if he had the starting job though. I think he was just back in the game though. But I think overall though, what's it called? I don't think Derrick Henry. He also did play good though. He still did bad. 15 carries for.
That whole team did bad. And you can see how bad they are without Lamar Jackson. That offense, you have nobody commanding that offense like Lamar Jackson can.
Yeah, and even him, like, that team's been bad even with Lamar Jackson. That's sad to see. The defense hasn't been putting up the numbers we were expecting, like you said. The defense needed to be better all season long, not just this game, but
this is a consistent. They've been consistently bad on defense.
Oh my God, look at this. I didn't even realize how bad it was. 41 points against the 40 points against the Bills, 38 points against the Lions, 37 points against the Chiefs, and then 44 points against the Texans. They are the worst.
This is going down historically bad territory for a Ravens defense with these kind of caliber players.
That's horrible.
I think it's time you have a coaching adjustment.
I didn't even realize it was. I knew they were bad, but that many points bad. Oh my God, what did they? What?
They have 177 points against.
How many points for?
141.
You put up 141 points and you're still 1-4 right now is insane. That's nuts, man. You can't be.
You're the best team at scoring offense, but your defense can't stop a fucking ball for their life.
Not the best team. I
said one of the best.
Oh, you said the best. I was about to say not the best.
Okay, one of the best teams on offense. One of the best teams. Indy, I'm pretty sure Indy has with 100.
It's the Lions with 174 right now.
They're bounced back after week 1, man. They're looking like that Lions team of last year.
But again, this Houston team, like, where does this take the Houston Texans? They're 2-3 right now.
They got the momentum they needed.
Do you think this sparks them? They're 2-3 right now. Do you think they can come back into this division?
the fact that Stroud put up 4 touchdowns, and we've been talking about how he hasn't even had 1 touchdown in any of their games, or at least 1 touchdown. Stroud got his spark back.
So right now, but you're in a division right now with the almighty Tennessee Titans. Like, do you have them beating? No, you have them in the division with the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville
For
Jaguars.
how bad the Texans were before this game, they kept up with the Buccaneers and kept it within a field goal win for the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
I think they could beat the Colts if this game catapults them to that point.
Do you think they could beat the Jaguars as well? Like, because they're both 4-1 right now. Both those teams are 4-1, and the Colts have no sign. Colts haven't slowed down yet. They just beat the Raiders 40-9. They beat them down. So if you had
the Raiders, let's not hold this to as high a standards as you're beating the Chiefs to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I get it. That's what I'm saying, though. But like, regardless, though, but the Colts haven't just beat the Raiders, though. But they've been doing good.
Still ran all over them. So,
but they still do. They still been playing great this season. The Colts, like,
but even for how bad the Raiders were and how Genty still had a pretty good day at rushing against the Colts.
Do you have who do you have winning this division? At a third of the season in, who do you have winning this division?
I wouldn't be surprised if Houston just pulled up a big where this is the win that can catapult them to being the number 1 seed.
Wow.
Or it would have to come down to whenever the Colts versus Jaguars game happened, who takes first blood.
Wow. So you're thinking that Houston can come back and win this?
Absolutely.
They still, you know what's crazy about this? They all still have to verse 2 times. The what is it? The Colts still have to verse the Texans twice. They still have to
and Jaguars let's be twice. Real. Daniel Jones is gonna do some Daniel Jones thing this year.
I hope he does.
We know it.
It's been pissing me off that he hasn't, and I'm really upset the fact that he's 4-1 right now.
It's gonna happen. Daniel Jones is gonna Daniel Jones.
That is my New York Giants bias. I'm mad. Well, actually, you know what? I'm happy for him. I did deny him though, and I still do deny him. I'm sorry, Colts fans.
Kudos for him for being having a decent year. But we know Daniel Jones. We've seen it time and time again. He's gonna pull off some stupid shit at some point.
So do you think that this division is probably right now, not every year, but I'm saying right now, this year.
Closer, I think it's closer than it is on paper.
This year, do you think that the AFC South, which is Houston and all of them, do you think this is one of the better divisions in the AFC right now? Behind probably the AFC West? No?
No.
Really? Besides the AFC West, because I think they're the strongest division.
I think they're heading in the right direction. These 3 teams. I don't think they're at top of their level to where they can compete with the likes of a Broncos team
Well, that's why I said besides the AFC West. Like, do you think they could be one of the, like, there's 4 divisions in the conference. Do you think they could be better than the AFC North? Do you think that right now, do you think they're better than the AFC North or the AFC East? Or do you think those divisions are still more competitive?
The AFC North?
Yeah.
You still have to get through the Steelers, and the Steelers defense is a defense that can shut any team down. With TJ Watt being there.
So do you think
he's a force that can he's just like his brother. You don't need much on that defense to stop you. When you have TJ or
so you think
JJ Watt.
You think the AFC North is better than the AFC South right now?
Yes.
I disagree. Right now because I think the only one that is competitive in that AFC North right now is the Steelers. Exactly that. Is the Steelers. I think everyone else.
But at the same time, do you think Baltimore is going to make that coaching change that's going to get them back to where they could be with this defense?
I don't know if we're going to see Baltimore in the playoffs this year. Plain and simple.
I still think it's possible we can.
They can 100%, but I don't know if it's possible. Not many teams go 1-4, bounce back, and get into the playoffs. It's not an easy thing to do.
No, it's not an easy thing to do, but I think if you have the right coach at the helm, because obviously Orr isn't doing the
I
job he's
doubt.
supposed to be.
I doubt you're
If he
cutting.
can't,
You're not cutting the coach midseason. We just went over that with the Jets. You're not going to do that midseason and make that mistake. You're not. With how they're playing right now is
how
bad.
bad the defense is,
I don't
with
think they're
how
cutting him.
Orr has been controlling that defense,
I don't think
you
they
don't
cut
think
him.
they're gonna? You
No,
don't think they're gonna?
no, not this season.
I disagree.
Off season,
I
yeah.
disagree.
You legit. You
Your
think they're going to make
defense.
the coaching? They have to.
You want your team to put up 350 points by the end of the year?
Do you think they're going to come ahead and redesign their entire playbook mid-season?
Yeah. At this
You're
point,
nuts.
it's blatantly obvious you have to make a change.
You're nuts.
It's not your players.
Look, I don't disagree at the fact that they need a different defensive standpoint right now, but they're not going to do that mid-season if they were to do a coaching change.
It's not going to take, and don't get me wrong, with the caliber of players they have on defense, I don't think it's going to take them long to get into a whole new scheme.
Crazy to me. I don't know.
Because you look at Baltimore, you have Roquan Smith, Kyle Van Noy, Nate Wiggins, Kyle Hamilton, Marlon Humphrey. These are very intelligent players that know how. Oh, and don't even get me. And then you have I didn't even mention him, Matabuka.
Injured for the season, right?
Yes, he's on IR. I don't think it's fourth season.
I could have swore it was for the season. It was season
But you have
over.
Matabuka on defense too. This team should not be as bad as they are. And I don't think it's the players' fault. I think it's more a coaching thing at this point.
Oh, we went before and you said sometimes not the coach, it's the players. Now you're revoking that, huh? Now you're saying it's the coach and not the players now.
You think it's the players that they have why they're struggling this hard?
I think that the play calling definitely has something to do with it, but I think the players also are not playing the best of their abilities. I don't think Roquan Smith has had the ability to lock down the run. I don't think Kyle Hamilton has been his best on the coverage that he has been playing against the receivers he has been playing against. I do think there are definitely downfalls to this team right now that have not been doing good besides the coaching. I think coaching
the coaching change will be made by week 7.
Ah, you're nuts to me. I can't
if they
see
still
that
struggle
happening.
this bad.
Because so right now as they stand, do you think that they can make the playoffs?
Right now, going into next week, who do the Ravens even play next week?
They have a tough schedule. They do have a tough schedule.
They play the Rams next week. Oh boy.
Yeah, tough schedule. They don't have a tough schedule.
They're gonna get steamrolled 2 weeks in a row, and it's gonna be fucking.
There's no saving. They don't have a tough schedule.
Oh
they have a tough schedule, and on top of that,
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and they still have to go. And I think that, and I know everyone's going to discount them, and I don't discount them because I think they're a good team as well. Everyone can bash them if they want, but they have to versus the Bears in the week after that. I think the Bears can win that game too. You give them a defense they could light it up against, they'll light it up against. And I think the Bears are one of those teams that could absolutely do that with their offense. So I could see them losing that game as well. They might have a freebie against like the Dolphins, but then you have the Vikings who can give them a tough game. The Browns, if Lamar Jackson's still hurt for whatever awful reason, then yeah, the Jets, and then the Bengals again. By the second game of the versus the Bengals, they could have Joe Burrow back as well.
Okay, this is very bad. The Ravens has given up the most points by at least 20 points.
Yeah, that's nearly a full game. That's nearly a full game. And the team below that is Cincinnati, who we already thought was terrible. And like that was never to be discussed with. They were supposed to be the worst defense.
156.
Yeah.
The Jets are higher than them.
Oh, well then whatever. I mean, yeah, I guess the Jets too. I was looking at them. But I mean, yeah, there's that. But
and that's a 20-point gap.
For me though, now, even with Lamar Jackson being in, I still think that the AFC South is better than the AFC North right now. At this current moment for this season. I'm not saying every season. I don't know how the AFC South will be next season, but right now is a good indication. I think the Colts, the Jaguars, and somewhat the Texans are better than the Ravens, the Steelers, and the Bengals. I mean, yeah, there's still the Browns and the Titans too, but really neither one of them are blowing anyone out of the water. I mean, the Browns have a good defense, especially with Myles Garrett, but I think that the AFC South right now is better than the AFC North.
It's
I and
going
I,
based off reputation wise.
reputation for
I
sure.
don't think
Reputation for
I
sure. The
don't think
AFC
they
North is
can
better.
compete with the NFC North,
AFC
AFC
North.
North.
I don't disagree with that, but right now you have the Bengals who missed the playoffs last year. They're going to probably miss the playoffs again this year. You have the Ravens who are probably going to miss the playoffs this year too, unless they make a dramatic change like you're saying. And that's if it even works. And then you have the Steelers, and then no one else is good on that. Like there's really not much going on. Then the AFC South, you have two playoff teams right now, and then you have Houston Texans, which you're saying is going to get a spark. That would be three teams right now doing great in that division, and you have just basically the Steelers. Now, if Lamar Jackson and Henry can come around and really make an impact this year, but really that's like an if factor right now. And I think the AFC South has the better division. At the moment, as of right now, as of week 5 recording this, I think they have the better team.